Welcome back, Lincoln currency. Have you ever held in your hand something so small, so unassuming, yet so full of history, symbolism, and hidden value that it could make even the most seasoned collector's hearts race? Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of the 1-cent coin from the United States, minted in 2018, a coin that represents not just currency, but a rich tapestry of American history, innovation, and artistry. The United States 1-cent coin, colloquially known as the penny, is more than just a token of small change. It is a microcosm of the evolution of money, the story of American leadership, and a reflection of the artistry and craftsmanship that has defined the United States Mint for over 2 centuries. Every aspect of the 2018 penny, from its weight to its metal composition, its symbolic design elements, and even the microscopic details of its minting, tells a story that is both complex and enthralling. When we examine the 2018 penny, we start with the basics, but those basics are anything but ordinary. This coin weighs exactly 2.5 grams, a figure that has been standardized since the early 1980s when the composition of pennies shifted from primarily copper to a combination of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. This transition was driven by economic necessity and the rising cost of metals, but it also marked a turning point in the way the American penny is perceived. Despite its modest size and everyday utility, the 2018 penny is a marvel of engineering precision. Each coin is struck with exacting standards to ensure uniformity, proper thickness, and a flawless finish that will withstand the test of time, pocket circulation, and the subtle abrasions of daily life. The precise dimensions are crucial because even the slightest deviation can render a coin collectible or, in some cases, potentially valuable for errors that are often sought after by numismatists. The 2018 penny continues the design tradition that has become familiar to millions, Abraham Lincoln's dignified profile gracing the obverse, or front, of the coin. Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, represents values that are deeply ingrained in the American consciousness: freedom, perseverance, and leadership during one of the nation's most tumultuous periods. His profile on the penny is not merely a matter of decoration, it is a symbol of national identity, a reminder of the struggle for unity, and a testament to the enduring legacy of Lincoln's leadership. Every curve of Lincoln's face, from the furrowed brow to the carefully sculpted beard, has been crafted to convey realism, gravitas, and the historical importance of his presidency. This design, originally created by Victor David Brenner in 1909 for the centennial of Lincoln's birth, has evolved subtly over the years, yet its essence remains unchanged, preserving the continuity and tradition that collectors cherish. Each penny minted in 2018 carries this legacy forward, linking the present to more than a century of American history. Flipping the coin to examine the reverse side reveals a striking departure from the traditional wheat ears that adorned earlier pennies. Since 2010, the reverse has featured the Union Shield, a design that represents the preservation of the United States as a single, unified nation. This shield is adorned with 13 vertical stripes symbolizing the original colonies, bound together by a horizontal bar representing Congress, while the inscription, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many one, reinforces the concept of unity amidst diversity. The 2018 penny's Union Shield is not merely decorative, it is an emblem of the American spirit, a symbolic reminder that even the smallest denominations carry the weight of national identity. Numismatists and historians alike appreciate the subtlety and depth of this design, noting how the intricacy of the shield, the careful engraving, and the precise proportions reflect the mint's dedication to both artistry and historical accuracy. Beyond its design, the 2018 penny has been the subject of increasing interest in the coin collecting world. While most pennies circulate in vast quantities and are considered low-value coins, certain years, mints, and conditions can dramatically affect value. The 2018 penny, despite being relatively recent, has drawn attention from collectors due to variations, errors, and high-grade uncirculated examples. Coins that have been carefully preserved, those that have never entered circulation and remain in pristine condition, can command prices significantly above face value. Today, a 2018 penny in exceptional condition, certified by professional grading services, can reach remarkable market values, sometimes being listed among coins worth hundreds of dollars to dedicated collectors. This is a testament to the enduring allure of the penny, a coin that continues to inspire fascination, demand, and speculation, even more than a century after its inception. To understand why the 2018 penny has such potential in the market, it is essential to delve into the composition of the coin. Modern pennies are composed primarily of zinc, coated with a thin layer of copper. This combination was adopted to reduce costs while maintaining the classic appearance of the coin. The shift from a predominantly copper coin to this zinc-copper composition was driven by economic factors, as copper prices skyrocketed in the late 20th century, making the traditional penny prohibitively expensive to produce. Despite being lightweight and seemingly ordinary, the zinc core is highly reactive, and the copper plating gives the penny its warm, reddish hue that is instantly recognizable. For collectors, the composition is crucial. Pennies that display unusual toning, plating variations, or production anomalies can fetch prices far beyond the average coin. Even microscopic differences in the zinc or copper layers can create rare specimens that are prized by numismatists globally. As we continue our exploration of the 2018 USA penny, it's impossible to overstate the significance of the minting process itself. The United States Mint, responsible for producing billions of coins every year, employs a combination of centuries-old techniques and cutting-edge technology to ensure that each penny meets rigorous standards of precision, weight, and appearance. The process begins long before the blank metal discs, called planchets, ever see the minting presses. Raw materials, primarily zinc with a thin layer of copper for the 2018 penny, are meticulously sourced, inspected, and refined. Each zinc ingot is analyzed for purity, density, and malleability. Any deviation could result in an imperfect coin or a die strike that fails to capture the intricate details of Lincoln's profile and the Union shield. Once the zinc is cast into sheets of precise thickness, the blanks are punched out in a process that is as precise as it is rapid. Each blank is measured to ensure it weighs exactly 2.5 grams, with tolerances so small that even a minor variation could affect the final strike. The blanks are then polished, cleaned, and prepared for electroplating. The copper layer, though only 2.5% of the coin's total composition, is critical for appearance, corrosion resistance, and historical continuity. Electroplating involves submerging the zinc blanks into a copper bath and applying an electrical current to coat the surface evenly. Any imperfections in plating can result in spots, thin areas, or color inconsistencies, subtle variations that are of immense interest to collectors who seek coins with flawless surfaces or unusual toning. The next stage, striking, is where the magic truly happens. Highly polished dies, engraved with intricate details of Lincoln's profile and the Union shield, are mounted in massive presses capable of exerting thousands of pounds of pressure per square inch. When the press strikes the planchet, it forces the metal to flow into every recess of the die, capturing the fine lines, textures, and subtle features that define the coin's design. The alignment, pressure, and speed of the strike must all be perfectly calibrated. Too much pressure can distort the coin, while too little can produce weak impressions where details appear flattened or incomplete. Errors during this process, though rare, create some of the most sought-after collectible coins. Coins with doubled dies, off-center strikes, or unusual planchet characteristics can fetch thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, of dollars at auction. Even a single 2018 penny with such an anomaly could become a prized centerpiece of a collection. Understanding these production details also provides insight into why coins like the 2018 penny carry more than just intrinsic value. Unlike a generic metal token, each coin is a product of engineering, design, and historical intent. The meticulous care taken at every stage of production, from material selection to die engraving, from electroplating to the final strike, ensures that the penny is not just currency but a work of art, a miniature historical document, and a reflection of American craftsmanship. This attention to detail is why collectors are willing to pay premiums for coins in pristine, uncirculated condition or for those exhibiting unique anomalies. Even subtle variations, such as a slightly misaligned Union shield or minor differences in Lincoln's facial features due to die wear, can make a coin historically and monetarily significant. The story of the 2018 penny cannot be fully appreciated without discussing its place in the lineage of Lincoln cents. Since 1909, when Victor David Brenner's design first debuted, the Lincoln penny has undergone multiple transformations. The original design, celebrating the centennial of Lincoln's birth, featured wheat ears on the reverse, symbolizing prosperity and growth. This reverse design continued for over 60 years before being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial in 1959, marking the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. In 2010, the Union Shield reverse was introduced, modernizing the penny while maintaining deep connections to historical symbolism. The 2018 penny, part of this modern series, carries forward the legacy of its predecessors, bridging more than a century of American history. This continuity appeals greatly to collectors who value coins as historical artifacts rather than mere currency. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 2018 penny is the subtle variations that can occur even within the same year. Differences in mint location, die usage, and striking conditions can produce coins with slight differences in appearance, known as varieties. For example, pennies minted at the Philadelphia Mint might show subtle contrasts with those from Denver or San Francisco, differences that can be detected in die marks, luster, or the sharpness of certain features. Die wear is another factor. As dies are used repeatedly, their edges gradually lose crispness, creating coins with softer details. Conversely, coins struck early in a die's life often display razor-sharp features and full detail, making them highly desirable to collectors seeking perfection. Some varieties are so subtle that only magnification and expert analysis can reveal them, yet even these minuscule differences can dramatically affect value. Collecting strategies for modern pennies like the 2018 cent have also evolved. While older coins are often valued for rarity and historical context, modern coins are prized for condition, era types, and provenance. Numismatists now consider the coin's grading as crucial to its market value. Coins are evaluated on a scale from 1 to 70, with the highest grades reserved for flawless examples exhibiting perfect strike, immaculate surfaces, and original luster. A 2018 penny graded at MS 70, mint state 70, represents the pinnacle of perfection, virtually untouched by human contact, with every detail preserved exactly as struck at the mint. These coins, especially if certified by reputable grading services such as PCGS or NGC, can achieve substantial market premiums. Even among circulated coins, those that have maintained exceptional condition, minimal scratches, no discoloration, sharp relief, can command attention from collectors willing to pay above face value. Another dimension of collecting the 2018 penny is the interest in error coins. Errors can occur at multiple stages: a misaligned planchet, a doubled die, improper striking, or even a foreign object obstructing the press. Such anomalies, though often unintentional, are highly prized by collectors because they are rare, unpredictable, and visually intriguing. For instance, a penny with a slightly off-center strike may display Lincoln's head partially cut off, or the Union shield may appear skewed. Even small differences in the copper plating, such as spots, streaks, or thin areas, can create coins that are instantly recognizable to experts and highly valuable in niche markets. The thrill of discovering an error penny in circulation is one of the reasons coin collecting remains popular, turning what appears to be a mundane piece of metal into a potential treasure. As we delve further into the fascinating world of the 2018 penny, it becomes clear that even in a single year's minting, subtle variations can create entirely new avenues of interest for collectors. While most 2018 pennies are ordinary in appearance, the nuances of production, tiny differences in dies, variations in strike pressure, and occasional anomalies in planchets, have elevated some specimens to positions of prominence among numismatists. Rare varieties, even in modern coins like those from 2018, are increasingly sought after because they combine historical relevance, scarcity, and potential investment value. One of the most intriguing aspects of collecting modern pennies is the identification and study of die varieties. Each minting facility uses multiple dies to produce millions of coins, and no two dies are perfectly identical. Over time, the dies may develop small imperfections, cracks, or doubling effects that manifest on the coins themselves. For the 2018 penny, examples of such varieties include minor die cracks along the edge of Lincoln's profile, doubled lettering in inscriptions like Liberty or In God We Trust, and slight misalignments of the Union shield. These variations may appear almost imperceptibly to the naked eye, yet under magnification, they become obvious markers of rarity. Collectors actively seek out these anomalies, knowing that even minor differences can command significant premiums, particularly when authenticated and graded. Grading is another critical factor that determines the value and collectability of a 2018 penny. Coins are assessed not only on visual perfection but also on factors such as strike quality, surface preservation, and luster. The most widely recognized grading system is the Sheldon scale, which ranges from 1, poor, to 70, mint state perfect. A 2018 penny graded MS-70 represents an untouched coin with flawless surfaces, perfect strike detail, and brilliant original luster, a specimen that is virtually impossible to find in circulation. Even coins graded MS-65 or MS-66, which exhibit near-perfect features with only minor imperfections, are highly desirable to collectors. Grading provides a standardized method for evaluating coins, ensuring that buyers and sellers have a reliable understanding of condition, quality, and value. Beyond grading, the provenance of a coin, its ownership history, documentation, and minting context can also enhance value. Coins preserved in original mint rolls, uncirculated sets, or special proof sets often carry additional premiums because their journey from the mint to collectors has been carefully documented. For 2018 pennies, examples found in mint sets or high-quality uncirculated rolls are particularly desirable. These coins often display sharper details, brighter luster, and uniform surfaces, distinguishing them from circulated examples. In the rare cases where a coin exhibits both a desirable die variety and impeccable condition, collectors may consider it a perfect storm of numismatic value, capable of attracting attention from museums, high-end collectors, and specialized auctions worldwide. The historical significance of the 2018 penny extends beyond production details and collector interest. Every Lincoln cent is part of a lineage that spans more than a century, reflecting the evolution of American currency, national identity, and cultural values. The choice of Abraham Lincoln for the obverse design in 1909 was a deliberate one, intended to honor a president whose leadership and vision shaped the nation. Lincoln's presence on the penny is a reminder of the enduring principles of liberty, equality, and perseverance, values that resonate deeply with both collectors and casual admirers alike. The Union Shield on the reverse side of the 2018 penny continues this tradition, symbolizing the unity of the states and the overarching strength of the federal system. These design elements elevate the coin from a simple tool of commerce to a tangible artifact of national history, appealing not only to collectors but also to historians, educators, and enthusiasts who appreciate the deeper story behind each strike. Modern collectors often focus on subtle errors and production anomalies, understanding that these coins tell a story about the minting process itself. For example, the 2018 penny has been known to exhibit minor off-center strikes, doubling effects, and planchet imperfections. While these coins might appear flawed to the casual observer, collectors view them as fascinating evidence of the complexities and challenges of mass coin production. Off-center strikes may partially cut off Lincoln's profile or distort elements of the Union Shield, creating visually striking variations. Doubled dies caused by slight misalignments during the striking process result in the appearance of overlapping lettering or design features. Planchet flaws, such as incomplete copper plating or small surface pits, add additional layers of intrigue. Each of these variations is a story frozen in metal, an opportunity for collectors to appreciate the intricacies of the minting process and to own a piece of numismatic history that is truly one of a kind. The economic aspect of collecting 2018 pennies cannot be overlooked. While most circulated coins retain only their face value, the premium on uncirculated, error, or rare varieties can be substantial. In recent years, high-grade modern pennies have garnered significant attention from investors seeking alternative assets. Unlike conventional currency, which may lose purchasing power due to inflation, collectible coins maintain a combination of intrinsic, historical, and aesthetic value. For the 2018 penny, top-quality examples have been traded at hundreds of dollars, particularly when certified by trusted grading services. Coins that exhibit unusual features or die variations can attract even higher premiums, sometimes reaching thousands of dollars depending on rarity, condition, and market demand. This makes the 2018 penny not just a piece of currency but a potential investment, a tangible asset that combines artistry, history, and financial value. Another intriguing aspect of modern penny collecting is the pursuit of thematic sets. Collectors often seek to assemble complete series of Lincoln cents, documenting subtle changes in design, mint location, and composition over time. The 2018 penny is part of the broader Lincoln cent series, which includes over a century of coins with diverse reverse designs, from the wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial to the Union Shield. Collecting thematic sets allows enthusiasts to trace the evolution of design, technology, and cultural symbolism in American currency. The 2018 penny, as the most recent in a long line of Lincoln cents, serves as a bridge between tradition and contemporary minting, representing both continuity and modernity. The tactile experience of holding a 2018 penny is also a source of fascination for collectors. The coin's weight, 2.5 grams, and its precise diameter provide a satisfying balance in the hand. The copper-plated surface exhibits a warm reddish-brown hue, which can develop subtle patinas over time. Observing the intricate lines of Lincoln's beard, the contours of his facial features, and the precise stripes of the Union Shield can be an almost meditative experience for collectors, reinforcing the coin's appeal beyond monetary considerations. Even the smallest scratches, toning variations, or reflective qualities can contribute to the uniqueness of each specimen, reminding collectors that no two pennies are exactly alike. The role of professional coin grading services cannot be overstated in the context of the 2018 penny. Organizations like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, provide authentication, grading, and encapsulation services that ensure collectors can buy and sell with confidence. A 2018 penny graded MS-70 by PCGS, for example, is guaranteed to be flawless, with perfect strike, original luster, and no surface imperfections. Such certification dramatically increases a coin's desirability and market value, providing a reliable standard for both casual collectors and serious investors. Grading also allows collectors to differentiate between nearly identical coins, identifying subtle differences that might otherwise go unnoticed. This layer of professional evaluation enhances the transparency, integrity, and sophistication of the modern coin collecting market. As we continue our journey into the captivating world of the 2018 penny, it is impossible to ignore the role of market dynamics in shaping its perceived value. While pennies are among the most widely produced coins in the United States, the collector market treats certain specimens as highly desirable, and understanding these market trends is crucial for anyone interested in numismatics. For the 2018 penny, demand is driven by multiple factors: rarity, condition, era types, and provenance. Even though millions of pennies were minted in 2018 across different U.S. mints, the value of coins preserved in exceptional condition, or exhibiting unusual characteristics, can far exceed face value. In the modern collector's market, high-grade 2018 pennies have been increasingly sought after, especially those that have never entered circulation. Coins in mint state 65, MS65, or higher are particularly attractive because they showcase the original luster, sharp strike, and flawless surfaces that are essential for collectors and investors alike. Such coins are typically obtained from uncirculated rolls, mint sets, or direct purchases from the U.S. Mint, ensuring that they remain untouched and pristine. The rarity of these perfect specimens, combined with growing awareness of their investment potential, has driven market demand. As more collectors and investors recognize the value of modern pennies, the market has become more competitive, with premiums steadily increasing over the past decade. Error coins, in particular, are a major driver of market interest. Even in a single year like 2018, subtle mistakes during production can create coins that are immediately recognizable and highly prized. Some common errors include off-center strikes, die cracks, doubled dies, and planchet flaws. Each type of error tells a story about the minting process and represents a moment in which the routine production of billions of coins produced a unique anomaly. For example, an off-center strike on a 2018 penny may partially cut off Lincoln's head or distort the Union shield, creating a visually striking and collectible piece. Similarly, a die crack along the edge of the coin or subtle doubling in the lettering can transform an otherwise ordinary penny into a rare numismatic treasure. Collectors actively seek out these anomalies because they are limited by production circumstances and cannot be reproduced. Famous coin collectors and numismatic experts have also played a role in elevating the status of modern pennies. Collectors like Q. David Bowers and Eric P. Newman have demonstrated that coins from even recent years can have significant historical and market interest. Their meticulous research, publications, and auction records have encouraged new generations of collectors to examine modern pennies more closely, studying die varieties, mint errors, and grading intricacies. For the 2018 penny, the influence of these experts has heightened awareness of subtle production variations and has encouraged collectors to preserve coins in the highest possible condition. This focus on modern numismatics has helped transform what might otherwise be seen as a mundane, everyday coin into a collectible asset with both cultural and financial significance. Another key aspect to consider is the investment potential of 2018 pennies. While traditionally collectors focused on older, rare coins, the modern coin market has evolved to include contemporary coins as viable investment options. Coins that are graded MS65 or higher, or those exhibiting unique errors, can appreciate in value over time. Investors often purchase these coins not only for their historical and aesthetic appeal but also as tangible assets that can diversify a portfolio. Unlike stocks or bonds, coins are physical, limited in quantity, and often immune to certain economic fluctuations. A 2018 penny in pristine condition or with a rare error, for instance, might start at a modest premium but has the potential to grow in value as demand increases and as collectors seek to complete sets or acquire unique specimens. Understanding circulation patterns also provides insight into the scarcity and desirability of 2018 pennies. While millions were minted, only a fraction remain in uncirculated condition due to their use in daily transactions. Coins handled even briefly can develop minor scratches, discoloration, or wear, reducing their collector-grade potential. This reality underscores the importance of early acquisition and careful preservation. Many collectors now seek 2018 pennies from sealed rolls, mint sets, or coin shops to ensure optimal condition. The fewer coins that remain uncirculated, the higher the premiums commanded by those that do, creating a feedback loop in which scarcity drives value. The tactile and aesthetic qualities of the 2018 penny further enhance its appeal. The warm copper-plated surface, precise diameter, and balanced weight contribute to a coin that is both visually appealing and satisfying to handle. Collectors often examine coins under magnification to appreciate fine details such as the lines in Lincoln's beard, the textures of his clothing, and the precise symmetry of the Union shield. These small yet significant details are what differentiate a high-quality collector coin from an ordinary circulation coin. Coins that retain original luster and sharp relief are highly prized, and even minor variations in strike or plating can increase desirability. Another fascinating aspect of the 2018 penny is its potential for thematic collection. Numismatists frequently assemble sets focusing on specific attributes such as mint location, die varieties, or even year-to-year design nuances. The 2018 penny represents the contemporary phase of the Lincoln cent series, linking the classic design established over a century ago to modern minting practices. By collecting coins across multiple years, enthusiasts can observe subtle changes in metal composition, die usage, and design interpretation. This thematic approach provides a deeper understanding of both the coin's historical lineage and the evolution of minting technology, adding layers of educational value to the collector's experience. Provenance is also a critical consideration for high-value coins. Coins with well-documented histories, whether acquired directly from the mint, preserved in official sets, or purchased through certified dealers, are often more desirable than those with uncertain origins. The 2018 penny, when accompanied by documentation proving its uncirculated state or rare error type, can attract substantial attention in auctions or private sales. Provenance adds credibility, assures authenticity, and often significantly enhances market value, particularly in a world where collectors and investors are willing to pay premiums for verified, reliable coins. Beyond collectors and investors, the 2018 penny holds significance as a piece of cultural history. It continues the tradition of the Lincoln cent, bridging the past and present through both design and symbolism. Lincoln's portrait is a visual reminder of leadership, perseverance, and the ideals of liberty, while the Union shield reinforces the concept of national unity. These elements, carefully preserved on each coin, remind us that currency is more than just a medium of exchange. It is a reflection of society, values, and artistic achievement. The modern 2018 penny, despite its seemingly modest role in daily commerce, thus carries profound historical and cultural meaning. As we continue exploring the 2018 penny, one of the most fascinating aspects that captivates collectors is the occurrence of die errors. Die errors are unintentional deviations that occur during the minting process, and they transform ordinary coins into highly sought-after collectibles. In the case of the 2018 penny, a variety of subtle errors have been documented, ranging from doubled dies and off-center strikes to die cracks, cuds, and planchet anomalies. Each type of error provides insight into the complex mechanics of coin production and offers collectors a glimpse into the delicate balance between precision engineering and human oversight. Doubled dies, for example, occur when the coin die itself has been struck more than once in a misaligned manner. On a 2018 penny, this might manifest as doubling in Lincoln's facial features, in the letters of Liberty, or In God We Trust, or in the details of the Union shield. While the doubling is often subtle, even barely noticeable under normal conditions, magnification reveals overlapping impressions that are impossible to reproduce intentionally. Collectors prize these double die pennies because they are both rare and visually striking, representing a tangible anomaly in the minting process. Some doubled dies from earlier years have sold for thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars, which suggests that a notable 2018 example could be of significant value in the future. Off-center strikes are another intriguing error type. These occur when the coin planchet is not perfectly aligned under the dies during striking. In such cases, Lincoln's portrait may be partially cut off, the Union shield may appear distorted, or part of the coin may remain blank. These off-center pennies are particularly collectible because each one is unique in its degree of misalignment. Some 2018 pennies with significant off-center strikes have already caught the attention of collectors, demonstrating that even modern coins can have remarkable appeal when production anomalies occur. Die cracks, cuds, and planchet flaws further expand the range of collectible possibilities. Die cracks happen when the engraved die develops small fissures due to repeated use. Coins struck from cracked dies will display raised lines or irregularities corresponding to the fractures. Similarly, cuds, raised areas where part of the die has broken away, create visually distinctive coins. Planchet flaws, which include issues such as incomplete copper plating, laminations, or small surface voids, offer yet another layer of intrigue. These anomalies are often subtle, yet they make each coin unique, capturing the interest of advanced collectors who study minute details with magnification tools. The 2018 penny also holds interest because of its metallurgical composition, which continues a long-standing practice of blending practicality with aesthetics. Unlike older pennies composed primarily of copper, the 2018 penny features a core of 97.5% zinc with a 2.5% copper plating. This composition reduces production costs while maintaining the warm, reddish appearance that has become synonymous with the Lincoln cent. Zinc is lightweight, malleable, and durable, making it ideal for mass production, while the copper plating ensures the coin retains a familiar aesthetic and resists corrosion over time. For collectors, the metallurgical shift adds an element of modern numismatic interest, especially when studying the differences between pre-1982 copper pennies and post-1982 zinc ore pennies. Comparative analysis between the 2018 penny and earlier Lincoln cents further illuminates its significance. The original 1909 penny, featuring Lincoln's profile with wheat ears on the reverse, was groundbreaking for its time, combining artistry and symbolism in a new way. Over the decades, the Lincoln cent has evolved through several major designs, including the Lincoln Memorial Reverse in 1959 and the Union Shield introduced in 2010. The 2018 penny is part of this modern lineage, preserving Lincoln's iconic portrait while presenting a symbol of national unity on the reverse. Compared to older pennies, the 2018 coin benefits from advancements in minting technology, producing sharper strikes, more consistent thickness, and superior surface finish. Yet despite these modern improvements, it maintains continuity with the series' historic design principles, making it a bridge between tradition and contemporary minting practices. Famous auction sales and notable market transactions further highlight the potential value of modern pennies. While historic pennies, like the 1943 copper cent or 1909 SVDB, have achieved record-breaking prices, even modern examples with rare errors or exceptional condition have started to attract high bids. For instance, uncirculated 2018 pennies graded MS-70 and accompanied by unique die anomalies have been sold for substantial premiums in private sales, demonstrating that the numismatic community increasingly values the quality and rarity of contemporary coins. These transactions validate the growing perception that even coins from the last few years can become valuable assets if preserved properly. Collectors often take advantage of high-resolution photography, magnification, and detailed inspection to identify these unique features. Subtle differences in Lincoln's facial contours, the sharpness of the Union Shield stripes, and the alignment of inscriptions all contribute to a coin's desirability. The 2018 penny, with its modern precision, provides ample opportunity for study, allowing collectors to appreciate the subtle intricacies that differentiate a standard coin from a rare, error-laden, or pristine example. The tactile experience of handling the 2018 penny also continues to be a source of fascination. Weighing precisely 2.5 grams, the coin has a balanced feel that is consistent with its zinc-copper composition. The smooth, reflective copper surface invites careful inspection, while the subtle texture of Lincoln's engraved features and the Union Shield provides a sensory appreciation of the artistry involved. Even minor differences in strike depth, planchet composition, or die alignment are perceptible to experienced collectors, enhancing both the physical and aesthetic value of the coin. As we continue our in-depth exploration of the 2018 penny, it becomes evident that rarity is a central concept in the world of numismatics. While millions of pennies were minted in 2018 across various U.S. mints, true rarity is determined not solely by quantity but by condition, production anomalies, and the presence of unique characteristics. Even minor differences in strike, planchet composition, or die alignment can create coins that stand out from the millions produced, rendering them rare in the eyes of collectors. For instance, a single off-center 2018 penny may exist among millions of normally struck coins, creating a unique opportunity for collectors who recognize its significance. Global interest in the Lincoln cent series has been steadily increasing, and the 2018 penny is no exception. Collectors in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East have developed a keen appreciation for American coins, particularly those that feature iconic historical figures like Abraham Lincoln. This global perspective enhances the market for 2018 pennies, as coins preserved in pristine condition or exhibiting notable errors can attract buyers from around the world. The international demand also influences pricing, as collectors compete across borders to acquire rare specimens. Coins with exceptional characteristics or certification from reputable grading services are especially sought after, reinforcing the importance of quality and provenance in determining value. Valuation methods for the 2018 penny rely on multiple factors, combining technical, aesthetic, and historical considerations. Condition remains paramount, with grading systems like the Sheldon scale providing a standardized metric to assess quality. Coins in uncirculated condition, MS-65 and above, are inherently more valuable than circulated examples, due to their preserved strike detail, luster, and absence of wear. Die errors, planchet anomalies, and off-center strikes further enhance value, as they are unpredictable and cannot be replicated intentionally. Provenance and certification from organizations like PCGS or NGC add credibility and market confidence, often allowing coins to command premiums far above typical pricing. The interplay of these factors creates a sophisticated valuation framework, in which rarity, condition, and certification collectively determine the market worth of each coin. Preservation strategies are equally important for collectors aiming to maintain or increase the value of their 2018 pennies. Proper handling is essential. Coins should never be touched with bare hands, as oils and dirt from the skin can cause discoloration, corrosion, or surface damage. Instead, cotton gloves or soft cloths should be used during inspection. Storage is another critical factor. Airtight holders, coin flips, or specialized albums help prevent environmental damage, exposure to moisture, and accidental scratches. For high-grade or error coins, professional encapsulation by certified grading services not only ensures long-term protection but also validates the coin's authenticity and quality for potential buyers or collectors. Rarity studies also examine production figures from different mints, providing insight into the relative scarcity of coins. In 2018, pennies were produced at multiple facilities, including the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with each mint's output potentially varying in subtle ways. Differences in die usage, strike pressure, and minting conditions can create variations that are not immediately apparent without careful examination. Collectors who study these nuances can identify coins with higher desirability, whether due to mint-specific characteristics, unusual strike quality, or rare errors that occurred during production. Understanding these distinctions requires careful observation, magnification tools, and a knowledge of minting processes, but it allows enthusiasts to distinguish ordinary pennies from truly exceptional specimens. The tactile and visual appeal of the 2018 penny continues to contribute to its collectability. The copper-plated surface maintains a warm, reddish-brown hue that reflects light beautifully, while Lincoln's engraved profile and the Union Shield provide intricate details that are visually satisfying. Minor variations in toning, luster, and surface texture can enhance a coin's uniqueness, making each specimen slightly different from the next. For collectors, these subtle differences are not flaws but features that increase appreciation and potential value. Even among coins from the same mint and year, careful examination reveals unique characteristics that make each coin an individual piece of history. Historical context further strengthens the allure of the 2018 penny. The Lincoln Cent series has been produced continuously since 1909, making it one of the longest-running coin series in the world. This continuity links the 2018 penny to over a century of American history, culture, and artistic tradition. Lincoln's profile represents values such as leadership, freedom, and perseverance, while the Union Shield embodies national unity. These symbols are not merely decorative, they are imbued with meaning that transcends the coin's monetary value, giving collectors a deeper connection to the coin and its significance in American heritage. Market trends also indicate that modern pennies like the 2018 cent can appreciate over time, particularly when preserved in exceptional condition or featuring errors. Investors increasingly recognize the potential of contemporary coins as collectible assets. Unlike traditional investments such as stocks or bonds, collectible coins offer both tangible ownership and cultural value. The 2018 penny, when certified, graded, and preserved carefully, has demonstrated the ability to command significant premiums in both domestic and international markets. Its value is not static. As coins age, the number of uncirculated or error examples diminishes, increasing scarcity and, consequently, market demand. Collectors also focus on thematic approaches to 2018 pennies, such as assembling complete annual series or comparing modern coins to older Lincoln cents. Observing the evolution of design, minting technology, and metal composition provides both educational and aesthetic rewards. For example, comparing the 2018 zinc ore penny to pre-1982 copper pennies highlights differences in weight, strike characteristics, and corrosion resistance. Similarly, the subtle refinements in Lincoln's portrait and the Union Shield over time offer insight into the mint's evolving techniques and design philosophy. This comparative approach enriches the collector's understanding and enhances appreciation for both the artistry and technical precision of the coins. Continuing our deep dive into the 2018 penny, one of the most compelling aspects for collectors is the array of error types that can occur during minting. Errors transform ordinary coins into unique collectibles, combining rarity, historical intrigue, and visual appeal. For the 2018 penny, common errors include doubled dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, cuds, and planchet flaws. Each of these errors tells a story about the minting process, revealing both the precision required and the potential for anomalies that make modern pennies fascinating to study. Doubled dies are perhaps the most sought-after errors. They occur when the coin die itself is struck more than once in slightly different positions, producing overlapping impressions on the coin's surface. On a 2018 penny, doubled dies may be visible in Lincoln's facial features, the inscriptions, Liberty, or In God We Trust, or even in the Union Shield's detailed stripes. While subtle, these anomalies are impossible to reproduce intentionally and are highly prized by collectors. Some earlier doubled die pennies have fetched tens of thousands of dollars at auction, and although the 2018 penny is a modern coin, a notable doubled die could achieve similar interest among contemporary collectors, especially in uncirculated condition. Off-center strikes occur when the planchet is not properly aligned under the dies. Depending on the degree of misalignment, Lincoln's head or the Union Shield may be partially cut off, creating a coin with a distinctive, asymmetric appearance. Off-center pennies are highly collectible because each coin is unique. No two off-center strikes are identical. The rarity of these errors, combined with their visual appeal, makes them particularly valuable in the marketplace. Collectors often seek even small off-center deviations, as these anomalies demonstrate the unpredictability inherent in the minting process. Die cracks, cuds, and planchet flaws offer additional avenues of interest. Die cracks are raised lines that appear when the engraved die develops fissures due to repeated use. Coins struck with cracked dies display these irregularities, often creating visually striking effects. Cuds, which are raised areas where part of the die has broken away, are another intriguing anomaly. Planchet flaws, including incomplete copper plating, laminations, or surface voids, can result in coins that are visually distinct and highly collectible. Each error is a snapshot of a moment during production when perfection was disrupted, creating a piece of history that cannot be replicated. High-profile sales of modern pennies illustrate the growing recognition of their value. While historic pennies like the 1943 copper cent or 1909 SVDB have long dominated auction headlines, even contemporary coins like the 2018 penny are beginning to attract attention, particularly when they are preserved in exceptional condition or exhibit unique errors. Uncirculated 2018 pennies graded MS-70 with unusual die anomalies have sold for substantial premiums in private sales, demonstrating that modern coins can achieve both monetary and historical significance. These high-profile sales validate the numismatic community's appreciation for precision, rarity, and the unexpected surprises that can arise even in contemporary minting. Grading nuances are central to evaluating the 2018 penny. Coins are assessed on the Sheldon scale, ranging from 1, poor, to 70, perfect mint state. Key factors include strike quality, surface preservation, luster, and the presence of any blemishes or wear. A 2018 penny graded MS-70 represents perfection, an untouched coin with flawless strike and brilliant original luster. Even coins graded MS-65 or MS-66, with only minor imperfections, are highly desirable and often command market premiums. Grading provides standardization, ensuring that buyers and sellers have a consistent understanding of a coin's quality and value. Certification by trusted grading services such as PCGS or NGC further enhances credibility, allowing collectors to confidently invest in high-grade specimens. The future outlook for the 2018 penny in collections and auctions is promising. While millions were minted, only a fraction remain uncirculated or exhibit notable errors. As coins age, the number of pristine examples diminishes, increasing scarcity and market demand. Investors recognize the potential for long-term appreciation, particularly for coins that combine exceptional condition with unique anomalies. This convergence of scarcity, condition, and historical significance ensures that the 2018 penny will remain a compelling collectible for years to come, bridging the gap between modern minting and the rich legacy of the Lincoln Cent series. Collectors often adopt thematic approaches to maximize the value and enjoyment of their 2018 pennies. Some focus on acquiring uncirculated examples from different mints, comparing the subtle differences in strike, luster, and surface quality. Others concentrate on error coins, building specialized collections of off-center strikes, doubled dies, or planchet flaws. Still others pursue chronological sets, tracing the evolution of Lincoln cents from 1909 to the present, observing changes in design, composition, and minting technology. Each approach deepens appreciation for the artistry, history, and technical precision embodied in the 2018 penny. Tactile examination also remains an essential part of the collector experience. The 2018 penny weighs 2.5 grams and has a balanced feel, while the copper-plated surface exhibits warmth and visual appeal. Lincoln's engraved profile and the Union Shield provide texture and depth, allowing collectors to appreciate fine details under magnification. Even minor differences in strike depth, planchet composition, or surface toning can differentiate one coin from another, highlighting the uniqueness of each specimen. Handling and inspecting coins in this way transforms numismatics from a passive hobby into an immersive, hands-on exploration of history and artistry. As we continue exploring the 2018 penny, understanding valuation comparisons becomes essential for collectors and investors. While its face value remains 1 cent, the coin's market worth varies widely depending on condition, rarity, and unique characteristics. Uncirculated pennies graded MS-65 or higher are considerably more valuable than circulated coins, often commanding premiums of several dollars or more. When a coin exhibits rare errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks, the value can increase exponentially. In some instances, high-grade error coins from 2018 have been known to fetch prices in the hundreds of dollars, demonstrating the financial significance of even modern pennies. Numismatic trends indicate that contemporary Lincoln cents, including the 2018 penny, are gaining attention not only from traditional collectors but also from younger investors and international buyers. Social media, online auction platforms, and digital collector communities have played a pivotal role in this shift, providing immediate access to market data, high-resolution coin imagery, and detailed analysis of errors and grading. The result is a more informed and engaged collector base, willing to invest in modern pennies that were once considered ordinary. The rise of online marketplaces has made it easier for enthusiasts to discover, evaluate, and acquire rare 2018 pennies, further stimulating demand and increasing market premiums. Market analysis also reveals that scarcity plays a central role in determining value. Although millions of 2018 pennies were minted at Philadelphia and Denver, only a small fraction have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition. High-grade coins, especially those with unique die anomalies, are extremely limited, creating competitive demand among collectors. Additionally, coins preserved in official mint sets or special rolls often maintain sharper detail, brighter luster, and consistent copper coloring, making them more desirable than circulated specimens. The combination of rarity, condition, and provenance drives market dynamics, ensuring that high-quality 2018 pennies remain both collectible and valuable. Rare find stories provide compelling evidence of the potential value of 2018 pennies. Even in everyday circulation, collectors occasionally uncover coins with unusual characteristics that dramatically enhance their worth. A single off-center strike discovered in change, a faint die crack revealed under magnification, or an unexpected doubling in lettering can transform a mundane penny into a highly prized collectible. These stories capture the imagination of collectors, emphasizing that the thrill of discovery is alive even with modern coins. Enthusiasts often share these findings in online forums, creating a sense of community and excitement around the search for exceptional 2018 pennies. Spotting exceptional 2018 pennies requires a combination of careful observation, knowledge of minting processes, and attention to detail. Collectors examine features such as the sharpness of Lincoln's profile, the clarity of the Union shield, and the condition of inscriptions. Magnification tools reveal subtle die doubling, faint cracks, or off-center strikes that may not be visible to the naked eye. Color and luster are also critical. Coins that retain their original copper sheen and exhibit minimal surface imperfections are highly prized. In addition, provenance and certification from reputable grading organizations further authenticate the coin and enhance its market value. Comparative valuation between modern pennies and older Lincoln cents offers additional insights. Pre-1982 copper pennies, for example, often carry higher intrinsic metal value and historical appeal. However, modern pennies like the 2018 cent are increasingly valued for condition, rarity, and the presence of anomalies that create unique collecting opportunities. Investors recognize that while older pennies may have established historical significance, contemporary coins offer the chance to acquire pristine, certified examples with documented errors, a combination that can produce long-term appreciation. Thematic collecting strategies also enhance both enjoyment and value. Some collectors focus exclusively on error coins, assembling comprehensive collections of doubled dies, off-center strikes, and planchet flaws. Others pursue mint-specific sets, comparing Philadelphia and Denver outputs for subtle variations in strike, luster, or surface quality. Still others seek chronological collections, examining how Lincoln cents have evolved over more than a century in design, composition, and production methods. The 2018 penny plays a crucial role in these endeavors, serving as a contemporary benchmark for modern minting standards while connecting collectors to the broader historical narrative of the Lincoln cent series. Additionally, the role of professional grading and certification cannot be overstated. Organizations such as PCGS and NGC provide authentication, grading, and encapsulation, ensuring the coin's quality is preserved and verified. Certification adds market confidence, enabling collectors to buy, sell, or trade coins with transparency and security. For 2018 pennies, high-grade, certified examples, especially those with rare die anomalies, can achieve premiums far above face value, making professional evaluation an essential step for serious collectors and investors. Finally, the 2018 penny exemplifies the convergence of artistry, history, and market value. Its small size belies the complexity and significance embedded in its design, metallurgical composition, and production history. Errors, uncirculated condition, and provenance transform the coin from everyday currency into a collectible and potentially valuable asset. The interplay of scarcity, collector demand, and careful preservation ensures that the 2018 penny remains relevant in both numismatic and investment circles, bridging contemporary minting practices with over a century of historical legacy. Now that we've explored the historical significance, design intricacies, error types, and market trends of the 2018 penny, it's time to bring this information into the realm of practical collecting. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or just beginning your journey, there are strategies that can help you identify, preserve, and potentially profit from 2018 pennies. First, focus on condition. High-grade coins, particularly those that are uncirculated, are far more valuable than circulated examples. When searching through rolls, sets, or coins found in everyday circulation, pay close attention to surface quality, sharpness of Lincoln's profile, the clarity of the Union shield, and the luster of the copper plating. Even minor imperfections can significantly affect value, so handle coins with care using gloves or soft cloths to prevent oils or scratches from diminishing their condition. Preservation is key. Coins that maintain original appearance over time will always command higher interest in the marketplace. Second, learn to spot errors. While some anomalies may be obvious, like off-center strikes or major die cracks, others are subtle, requiring magnification and careful study. Look for doubled dies and inscriptions, tiny fissures along the edges of Lincoln's portrait, faint die cracks on the Union shield, and small planchet flaws. Each of these features adds uniqueness to a coin, making it more collectible and potentially more valuable. Keeping a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe handy is essential for examining coins closely. Third, consider thematic or specialized collecting approaches. Some collectors focus on mint-specific pennies, comparing Philadelphia and Denver mint outputs for subtle differences in strike and quality. Others pursue era-focused collections, aiming to acquire every known die anomaly or off-center strike. Chronological collections, tracing the evolution of the Lincoln Cent series, are also popular, offering historical insight alongside aesthetic appreciation. By adopting a specific collecting strategy, you can deepen your understanding, create a more focused collection, and increase the potential value of your coins. Investment strategies for 2018 pennies require careful consideration. Unlike typical currency, collectible coins are tangible assets that can appreciate in value over time. High-grade, certified coins, particularly those with rare errors, are the most likely to command market premiums. Auctions, private sales, and online marketplaces are ideal venues to acquire and sell coins, but it is essential to stay informed about market trends and pricing guides. Coins that are both scarce and in excellent condition are highly sought after by collectors and investors alike, making them a worthwhile addition to any numismatic portfolio. Real-world stories further illustrate the value of attention to detail and patience. Collectors have found rare era pennies in loose change, discovering off-center strikes or minor doubling that dramatically increase the coin's worth. Others have purchased uncirculated 2018 pennies directly from mint sets or coin rolls and later sold them at significant premiums after professional grading and certification. These anecdotes underscore the importance of vigilance, knowledge, and careful preservation, showing that even modern coins from recent years can become remarkable treasures when properly identified and cared for. Audience engagement also involves understanding the broader numismatic community. Online forums, collector groups, and social media platforms provide a wealth of information on 2018 pennies, including images of rare errors, discussion of grading techniques, and real-time market updates. Participating in these communities allows collectors to learn from experienced numismatists, share discoveries, and track trends that may influence both collecting strategies and market value. Being part of a community also enhances enjoyment, transforming the solitary act of coin collecting into a shared and interactive experience. Finally, practical tips for preserving and displaying 2018 pennies are essential for long-term value. Store coins in acid-free holders, airtight flips, or specialized albums to prevent environmental damage, scratches, or corrosion. Avoid excessive handling, and always use soft gloves when necessary. For high-grade or error coins, professional encapsulation and certification by organizations such as PCGS or NGC provide both protection and authentication, increasing confidence among buyers and collectors. Displaying coins in a secure, climate-controlled environment ensures that their condition remains pristine, allowing both aesthetic appreciation and potential financial growth over time. By combining careful observation, thematic collecting, investment awareness, and preservation strategies, collectors can fully engage with the 2018 penny. This small coin becomes more than currency. It transforms into a tangible piece of history, a collectible asset, and a source of educational and aesthetic enjoyment. Engaging with the coin on multiple levels, from technical examination to market awareness, maximizes both personal satisfaction and potential financial reward, highlighting the enduring appeal of the Lincoln Cent series and the unique place of the 2018 penny within it. As we reach the conclusion of our journey through the fascinating world of the 2018 penny, it's clear that this seemingly simple coin holds far more than meets the eye. From Abraham Lincoln's enduring portrait to the intricate Union shield on the reverse, every element reflects history, artistry, and a legacy that spans more than a century. But beyond its design, the 2018 penny represents an intersection of precision minting, rare errors, market demand, and collector passion, transforming everyday currency into objects of true significance. We've explored the coin's weight, composition, and tactile qualities, showing how even the 2.5 gram zinc copper planchet carries a remarkable story of production and craftsmanship. We've examined error types like doubled dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, cuds, and planchet anomalies, revealing the unique characteristics that make certain pennies highly prized among collectors. From thematic collections to chronological series, we've seen how the 2018 penny connects modern minting to a rich historical lineage, linking contemporary coins to over a century of the Lincoln cent tradition. Investment potential has also been a major theme. While most pennies remain in circulation, high-grade, uncirculated examples, especially those certified and authenticated, have demonstrated the ability to appreciate over time. Collectors and investors alike recognize that even modern pennies can command substantial premiums when rarity, condition, and provenance converge. Stories of rare finds in circulation, high-profile private sales, and international demand all reinforce the value of careful preservation, meticulous observation, and strategic collection. For enthusiasts, the 2018 penny offers more than monetary worth. It's an educational tool, a tactile experience, and a gateway into the broader world of numismatics. Handling a perfectly struck coin, studying subtle die variations, and tracing the evolution of the Lincoln cent series all deepen appreciation for the artistry and precision behind even the most modern coins. It encourages collectors to look beyond face value, to see each coin as a snapshot of history, a product of human ingenuity, and a piece of a story that continues to unfold with each passing year. In conclusion, the 2018 penny is a remarkable example of how modern currency can be more than everyday money. It is a collector's treasure, a historian's artifact, and an investor's opportunity. Whether you are just beginning your collection or adding to an existing series, the 2018 penny invites exploration, discovery, and appreciation. From its design and metallurgy to its rare errors and market potential, every detail underscores its significance and potential value, both as a tangible piece of history and as a collectible asset. So, take the time to examine, preserve, and celebrate the coins in your collection. Look closely at the details, research anomalies, and consider the stories each penny tells. The 2018 penny is not just a small piece of copper and zinc, it is a gateway into history, artistry, and the fascinating world of coin collecting. It reminds us that even the smallest objects can carry immense value, both culturally and financially, and that every coin has a story waiting to be discovered. The world of numismatics is vast, and the 2018 penny stands as a modern testament to the richness of this hobby. It is an invitation to collectors, investors, and enthusiasts to explore, learn, and cherish the remarkable legacy of the Lincoln cent, past, present, and future. By appreciating these coins in all their detail and context, we not only honor the art and history behind them but also participate in a timeless tradition that connects us to generations of Americans who have held these pennies in their hands before us.